Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Universal Channeling. Channeling the Conscious Universe. Suzy Ward, channeling Matthew Ward, October 1, 2020. With loving greetings from all souls at this station, this is Matthew. As Earth orbits in successively lighter energy planes along her ascension course, feminine energy is moving closer to the masculine energy that for long ages was lopsidedly dominant in your world. A major characteristic of the latter is aggressively controlling in nature, and that is softened by the gentle, compassionate strength of the former. For a civilization to live harmoniously and grow in spiritual and conscious awareness, feminine and masculine energies must come into balance, and that is what those energies are doing. This stage of the process is aligning conditions and situations with Gaia's divine plan for her planetary body and all of its life forms. On a personal basis, the influx of feminine energy is bringing more clarity to the growing numbers of soul searchers, or truth seekers. In a larger, worldwide sense, the influx is motivating the outpouring of compassion and assistance to people and animals affected by catastrophic events in greater measure than ever before in the planet's history. On the other side of the energy coin, are two global arenas of conflict that show resistance to feminine energy diluting the masculine. One arena is not publicly apparent: the Illuminati's struggle to hold on to their irremediably tattered remnants of power. Although some abandoned ship a while back, some are trying to negotiate their way out of prosecution by giving evidence against others, and some are fleeing to other countries, hopeful of avoiding prosecution. Those in top ranks and a number of their minions are still in the fray. Before long they, too, will see that their time is up. In the other arena are three societal issues, and they are indeed apparent. One is the peaceful advocacy movement to end systemic racism in all of its damaging forms that has been taken over by individuals paid by Illuminati to be violent and destructive. The aim is to send that movement to the dustbin. That won't happen. The end of racism, and other bigotry on Earth is preordained. Another issue is the citizenry in numerous countries rebelling against the repressive governments, and in some, women trying to throw off the yoke of being men's possessions. Their respective paths will zigzag for a time, as rulers ignore their demands, but ultimately, they will free themselves from dictators, tyrants, and cultural subservience. The third issue also pertains to governance, segments of the populace heading in opposing ideological directions. Always politics has been the root cause of warring, brutality, turmoil and devastation on Earth. The low vibrations of masculine energy enabled the darkness to turn leaders into cruel, greedy powermongers. No political party in any nation ever has been free of self-serving members and external dark influence, but feminine energy's high vibrations are undergirding efforts to change that. Those efforts also will be successful. Getting caught up in the drama of partisan harangues and disputed elections is wasted energy. Dear ones, direct your energy to visualizing Earth immersed in golden white light, and let your heart's mantra be love one another. Your light radiates the high vibrations that will move the populace toward a world with love as its foundation. You and the millions of other light workers who don't identify themselves as such, have the knowledge, inner guidance, and spiritual strength to inspire the peoples to unite and move as one in that direction. It's not that they don't have those capacities themselves, they do. Those are provinces of the soul, but they don't know that, so they can't put them to use. You have traveled the self-discovery journey, much farther than they. That is why you were chosen, and many others who also volunteered to uplift Earth's civilization, were not. As you navigate bumpy patches in the road ahead, you can do it with confidence and optimism. What the people who are fighting all forms of injustice do know they have are courage, perseverance, and commitment to their cause. By sending forth light, you help strengthen their movements and all others based in rightness. You don't have to be in the trenches with them to do that, you simply have to be who you are. Now then, mainstream media are keeping pandemic top of the news because the responsible individuals know the law of attraction, and they need the energy of collective thoughts and feelings to keep the COVID scourge going. Spikes in statistics, and second wave, frequently are mentioned to hold the world's attention and evoke fear. Please ignore all COVID news, and use that universal law to focus on what you want for yourself and all of Earth. We have been asked what happens to people who die due to that man-made disease, or any other man-made event. For Earth's civilization, it is the same as death due to any other reason. It is significantly different for souls who volunteered for an Earth lifetime to help her civilization, but it also applies to death from any cause. They had options, just as you will, So let us speak about your choices when this lifetime ends. You may go directly to your homeland and resume the life you interrupted. If, on the way, you would like to visit persons in nirvana who are dear to you in this lifetime, you can do that, and if you decide to stay longer, that's fine too. Residents of highly evolved worlds often vacation there because it is known as one of the most beautiful, active, and diverse spirit realms in this universe. Or, you may want to reunite with beloved people in other lifetimes wherever in this universe they are. If going around the galaxy in a spaceship has appeal, you can travel that way, or do it astrally, or by the speed of thought. If you would like share your travels with souls in a physical lifetime with whom you have love bonds, they can join you in compatible vibratory levels during their sleeping hours. Another option is incarnating in the world that offers new experiences and growth opportunities. And, if you feel drawn to help another third-density civilization raise its level of conscious and spiritual awareness, of course you may follow your heart and do that. You aren't limited to one choice or two or any number. Beloved brothers and sisters, when your mission on Earth is completed, you may do whatever gives you joy and fulfillment. Maybe the Illuminati feel COVID isn't providing enough fear energy to sustain them, and that's why they're circulating the rumor, as one reader termed it, that a sinister civilization is going to invade Earth. For nigh on to a century that has been a last resort item on the Illuminati agenda. Their original plan was to bring the little Greys, from their underground quarters up to the surface, but those beings refused to participate in that deception. November 20, 2017 message includes why little Greys came to Earth and still are here. Always the Illuminati have alternate plans in case the first doesn't work as intended, and in this case, Plan B, is a holographic production. Nirvana's monitors of Earth say the Illuminati are in such disarray, they can't manage an undertaking of that technological scope. However, we know they are desperate enough to try, and if they do, space crews in your skies will assure the attempt fails. Or perhaps they will treat you to a uniquely entertaining spectacle. An article I read refers to Earth as a prison planet, but doesn't explain why. Please ask Matthew about this. First we say, Earth is not now a prison planet, and we are happy to speak about this important part of your world's history. When the civilization spiraled down into deep third density, the low vibrations of that density attracted the dark forces, a powerful force field of negative thought forms that meanders throughout the universe, and turns civilizations with minimal spiritual awareness into its puppets. The planet now called Earth, not only was one of God's favorite places, it has played an essential role in this universe ever since Nirvana became its spirit realm. During the era of ferocious warring between light and dark warriors for universal supremacy, Nirvana and other safe havens were co-created for wounded light warriors to rest and recover. When it no longer was needed for that purpose, Nirvana became a spirit world, and so did many of the other sanctuaries. Because light energy in spirit realms is consistent so as to provide purity, peacefulness, harmony, and conscious clarity for residents, the realms are spiritual force fields that serve as grounding points for the universe. The dependable steadiness of their light balances external elements, and keeps solar systems revolving at a constant rate of stability. Puppet civilizations have annihilated planets, and Nirvana's inseparability from Earth made it imperative to safeguard Gaia's body from those kinds of civilizations. An electromagnetic grid, that space weaponry couldn't penetrate, was constructed around Earth, thereby putting her in a protective prison. But isolation also kept her civilization in the dark, insofar as spiritual and conscious awareness, and their brutality to each other and the animals, and the fear that produced, kept creating negativity. Eventually the amassed negativity dimmed the planet's light to the point that only a shred of viability remained. Gaia cried out for help, and God authorized mighty civilizations to beam massive amounts of light to save Earth's life. That light disintegrated the prison grid, and evolved beings erected a grid around the planet of such light intensity that a dark civilization could not even approach it. Light is anathema to civilizations steeped in darkness, just as it is to individuals who become puppets of the darkness. Dear family, that is how vital light is. Keep yours shining brilliantly. All light beings in this universe honor you, and are supporting you with unconditional love, every step of your Earth journey. Suzanne Ward. Website, MatthewBooks.com. Email, Suzy@MatthewBooks.com.